Welcome back to AI Brief, everybody. Episode 7 already. Can you believe it? The AI world just keeps on changing, doesn't it? And I am Amin.
And I'm Leah. Always something new to talk about.
Absolutely. This time you found some pretty cool AI news and tools for us to deep dive into. Robotics, job hunting, you name it.
Yeah, it's a good mix.
So where do we even begin?
Well, this one really caught my eye. Have you heard of AgiBot? It's a Chinese robotics company.
AgiBot, no. Can't say I have.
They've been working on this thing called AgiBot World Alpha, and it's got people in the robotics world talking, that's for sure.
Okay, AgiBot World Alpha. Sounds kind of intense. What is it?
It's basically a giant collection of robot movements. Over 1 million different ways robots can move, actually. That's 10 times bigger than what Google uses.
Wow, 10 times bigger than Google's, huh? That's got to
Uh-huh.
be important. Why is
Why
that
not?
such a big deal?
It's the size, yeah, but it's also the variety. This data set, it's got everything. Industrial robots, the kind in factories, robots doing stuff around the house. It even has robots picking up delicate things.
So if you're building a robot, this data set's like a gold mine.
Exactly. And get this, AgiBot made it open source. Anyone can use it to train their own robots.
That's a game changer, isn't it? It's like giving a boost to everyone working on robots. I mean,
Yeah.
what could this do for robotics in general?
Well, it could speed things up a lot. I mean, imagine robots that can really be part of our lives, like doing chores, going on errands, maybe even being, companions.
I could see it now. Robot butlers, robot chefs,
Okay.
and maybe not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah. But seriously, that's pretty amazing to think about. Speaking of making life easier, I saw you found something about AI and job hunting.
Oh, yeah, this one's pretty cool. Zapier, they've got this new Chrome extension. It uses AI to, make your resume better and help you find a job.
That's something we can all use, right? Especially these days, it's tough out there. How does it work?
Well, it takes your resume and it looks at job descriptions. It figures out what keywords and skills are, in demand. And then it tells you how to tweak your resume so it stands out. It even helps you get ready for the interview.
So it's like having your own personal career coach right there in your browser.
Exactly. And it's all AI, so it can, look at mountains of data and spot things we might miss.
That's a really smart way to use AI. It's great to see, AI tackling real world problems. But let's get back to those robots for a minute. I think you had something about AI agents too, right?
Right. Hugging Face, they made this thing called Small Agents. It's a framework, open source, that lets you build your own AI agents.
Small agents, huh? Sounds kind of cool. What's so special about it?
Well, it's really simple to use. You just need a bit of Python code, and you can create agents that do all sorts of things. It's like giving everyone the tools to make their own AI assistant.
That's amazing. What kinds of things could these AI agents do? Like, give us some examples.
Oh, the possibilities are huge. Imagine an agent that handles your schedule, filters your emails, researches stuff for you. It could even help you learn new things. You could have like a whole team of AI agents doing stuff for you behind the scenes.
Like your own digital army. I can see why everyone's so excited about AI agents.
Awesome.
But speaking of exciting things, there was something about a big investment in AI chips.
Oh yeah, ByteDance, the TikTok company. They're planning on spending something like $7 billion on Nvidia chips.
7 billion. That's a huge amount of money. Why are they doing that, especially with all the restrictions on those kinds of chips?
Well, it shows how important they think AI is. They're not letting anything slow them down. They're even going to store those chips outside China to get around the restrictions. They want to be at the front of the AI race.
It feels like the competition's heating up. Okay, so let's switch gears a bit. You also found some articles about AI in healthcare and education, didn't you?
Yeah, some interesting stuff. There's this company, CareCode. They're using AI to make things smoother in healthcare, like scheduling appointments.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Those phone systems, they can be a nightmare.
Right. Well, their AI, it's designed to make those interactions much easier. Less time wasted, less money spent. It's better for everyone, really.
That's great news. So
Yeah.
what about education? What's going on there?
Well, Abu Dhabi, they've got the world's first AI university. It's called MBZUAI.
A whole university just for AI. Wow. Tell me more.
It offers all sorts of degrees in AI, from computer science to robotics. They've got students from all over the world.
That's really impressive. I mean, it shows how much the world needs AI experts. It's not just a niche thing anymore, is it? It's the future. Okay, before we move on, let's talk about some of those AI tools you found. I'm always looking for new tools to help me work smarter.
Well, you're in luck because I found quite a few.
Perfect. Let's hear it.
Okay, first up, we've got Easy Lang AI. It's all about language learning, making it, easier and more personal.
No more boring textbooks then.
Nope. And for teachers, there's this tool, Adexia. It's like an AI teaching assistant that grades papers. Any subject, any grade level.
That would be a lifesaver for teachers, wouldn't it? Imagine having more time to actually, teach.
Exactly. And for anyone who works with legal stuff, there's Legal Check Pro. It reviews contracts and legal documents, breaks them down so they're easier to understand.
Like having your own legal expert, that would be super helpful.
Right. And if you want to get better at debating, there's Debate AI. It helps you think critically and practice your arguments.
That's a good one. Like a virtual sparring partner for your brain.
Yeah, exactly. Then there's First Version. It uses AI to rebuild the first versions of famous products. It's pretty cool to see how things started.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Like a time machine for product development.
Yeah. And then for presentations, there's Slides Go. Tons of free Google Slides themes and PowerPoint templates. You can make really impressive presentations.
No more boring slides then.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what else?
For social media, there's Flick. It uses AI to help you, grow your social media and manage everything.
So it's like a social media expert in your pocket.
Exactly. And lastly, there's Email Tree. It automates your email responses. So it looks at your company's knowledge base and sends out quick and accurate replies.
Saves so much time, right? Okay, those are some seriously cool tools. It's incredible how much AI is changing things.
It really is, and it's just the beginning.
So before we go on to the big trends in AI, let's do a quick recap of what we've talked about so far.
Sounds good.
We started with AgiBot and their amazing data set of robot movements. Then we talked about Zapier's AI tool for making your resume better.
And then we touched on AI agents, like those made with small agents. Oh, and we can't forget ByteDance and their huge investment in Nvidia chips.
Right, and then we talked about how AI is being used in healthcare and education with companies like CareCode and universities like MBZ UAI.
And of course, all those awesome AI tools.
So are you ready to talk about the big AI trends that are shaping the future?
Absolutely, let's do it. One thing that's really clear is the demand for AI experts. It's huge.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not just, tech companies anymore. Everyone's realizing how powerful AI is.
Exactly. We were looking at this report from ZoomInfo, and it's pretty crazy. Like AI leadership roles, in the C-suite, they've gone up by almost 430% since 2022.
430%, that's insane. What's that tell us about how companies see AI?
It means they're taking it seriously. AI isn't just a cool gadget anymore. It's like a core part of their strategy. They need people who get it, who can lead them into this, this new world.
So if you know AI, you've got a bright future ahead of you.
No doubt about it.
Huh.
Another big thing is AI safety. Everyone's talking about that.
Yeah, it's been in the news a lot lately. What's new in that area?
Well, OpenAI, the folks behind ChatGPT, they have this new approach. It's called deliberative alignment. Basically, they're teaching AI models to think through safety rules before they do anything.
So it's not just about, blocking bad responses. It's about teaching AI to actually think about safety.
Right. They've been testing it with their latest model, and it's looking good so far. It's much better at saying no to harmful requests.
That's good to hear. Sounds like people are really trying to make AI safe. Now, what about those price cuts Alibaba Cloud announced?
Oh, yeah, those were big news. Alibaba Cloud, they're cutting prices on their visual language model, like up to 85% in some cases.
85%? Wow. Why would they do that?
Well, they want more people to use their models, make AI more affordable, It's a way to compete with those big Western companies.
So it's not just about making AI better, it's about making it available to everyone.
Exactly. And that could lead to, even more cool stuff happening with AI. More people using it, more ideas.
Like democratizing AI, right?
Right.
So back to healthcare for a minute. I saw something about AI being used to catch health problems early.
Yeah, there's this pilot program in the UK. They're using AI to look through medical records, trying to find people who might have atrial fibrillation.
Atrial fibrillation, what's that?
It's a heart problem that can cause strokes if it's not treated, but a lot of people don't have any symptoms, so they don't even know they have it.
So this AI, it's looking for, hidden clues in their medical records.
Yeah, trying to find those at-risk patients before they have any problems. Early detection can save lives.
That's amazing. AI really can make a difference. Okay, so this one's a bit weird. AI hallucinations.
Ah, yes. Those are interesting, aren't they? When AI just, comes up with stuff out of nowhere.
It's like like looking into the mind of a computer and seeing something totally random.
Right. But researchers are finding that these hallucinations can actually be useful.
Really. How can a mistake be useful?
Well, AI models, they learn from data, right? They're always looking for patterns, trying to make
Right,
connections.
so they're trying to make sense of the world, just like we do.
Exactly. And sometimes they make these weird connections that lead to, discoveries we wouldn't have thought of.
So it's like those accidental discoveries in science.
Yeah. Like, the New York Times had this article about how AI hallucinations are helping with things like designing proteins, building medical devices, even predicting the weather.
So maybe we shouldn't think of AI hallucinations as mistakes. Maybe they're like a spark of creativity.
That's a good way to put it. It shows us that AI isn't just about, copying us. It can actually come up with new
Okay,
things.
one last thing before we move on. What about that AI app that can tell if you have high blood pressure?
Oh, yeah, that one's pretty cool. Researchers in Canada made this app that analyzes your voice. It can actually tell if your blood pressure is high.
No way. How accurate is it?
They're getting up to 84% accuracy. Still early stages, but it could change how we track blood pressure.
Imagine just talking to your phone and knowing your blood pressure. That would be so convenient.
I know, right? AI just keeps surprising us.
It really does. It's an exciting time.
AI agents, they're getting really smart, I think they're going to be a big part of our lives soon.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like having like a whole team of digital assistants helping you out with everything.
That's a good way to put it. And they're getting better at understanding what we want,
Mhm.
like anticipating our needs and talking to us in a more natural way.
Yeah, like Siri and Alexa, right? They're getting more and more conversational. I use them
Yeah.
for all sorts of things now.
Exactly. And that's just the start. I mean, as AI keeps getting better, who knows what these agents will be able to do? Manage our money, maybe, or even give us personalized healthcare and education?
That's pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But what makes an AI agent different from, other AI? What makes it an agent?
Well, it's the autonomy, I think. Like a regular AI system, it just does one specific thing, right? But an agent, it's more independent. It can set its own goals, make decisions, take action.
So it's not just following orders. It's actually thinking for itself.
Exactly. And that's because of a few things. First, they have goals, things they're programmed to do, like scheduling your appointments or making sure your smart home is using energy efficiently.
So you give it a mission, and it figures out how to do it.
Right. But to do that, it needs information. So it uses sensors, cameras, maybe even the internet to learn about its surroundings.
Always learning, always adapting.
Exactly. And then it has to make sense of all that information and decide what to do.
Like a little brain making decisions.
Yeah, and that's where the algorithms and machine learning come in. They help the agent, reason and plan and then actually do stuff.
Wow. So they can actually act on those decisions, like sending an email or controlling a device.
Exactly. And as they get smarter, we'll see them doing even more.
So what are some of the coolest things AI agents are doing right now?
Well, customer service is a big one.
Oh, yeah, those chatbots on websites. I've noticed those a lot more lately.
Yeah, and they're getting really good. They can answer questions, troubleshoot problems. It's like having a customer service team working 24/7.
That's pretty handy. What else?
Well, they're also being used to, streamline business processes, automate things, make things more efficient. Like in finance, they're helping detect fraud, manage investments, even give financial advice.
And what about healthcare?
Oh, healthcare is huge. They're analyzing medical records, helping with diagnoses, even giving treatment recommendations.
Wow, AI is really changing healthcare, isn't it?
It is. And in education, they're personalizing learning, giving feedback, supporting students. It's like having a personal tutor for every subject.
That would be amazing. So many possibilities. Now, you mentioned something about embodied AI agents. What are those?
Those are the ones that have, physical bodies, like robots, drones, self-driving cars.
Oh, so they're not just in the computer. They're actually out in the world.
Right. And that means they can do even more. Like in manufacturing, robots are already doing all sorts of things, putting things together, welding, handling dangerous stuff.
It's like having a workforce that never gets tired.
Exactly. And they're being used in logistics too, sorting packages, moving things around warehouses, even delivering things to your door.
Wow, it's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
I know, right? And we're going to see even more of it. As robots and AI get better, they'll be everywhere. Like imagine robots helping surgeons in hospitals, delivering medicine, even keeping people company.
It's incredible how far robotics has come. So it sounds like AI agents are going to be a big part of our future.
Definitely. It's an exciting time to be, watching it all unfold.
It really is. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of AI Brief. Thanks
Mhm.
for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We covered a lot today, from robots to AI agents to the big trends shaping the future.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you subscribe to AI Brief so you don't miss any future episodes. And tell your friends to listen too.
And don't forget to follow us on social media. We love hearing from you guys.
Until next time.
See you then.